Best places in Puerto Rico. Hello and welcome back to One Cosmos, where we talk about traveling destinations and all things related to tourism. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified on updates. Puerto Rico is a beach lover's paradise, and its pristine shores and many attractions make the U.S. territory the biggest tourist destination in the Caribbean. You can walk through historic squares lined with Spanish colonial architecture, float in bioluminescent lagoons, and take incredible snorkeling trips in the dazzling Caribbean waters. Here are the most beautiful destinations on the island. Old San Juan, a colorful and deeply historic neighborhood. Tucked inside a tiny islet that protects the harbor, San Juan is an old town settled by colonists roughly 100 years before the Mayflower landed in Massachusetts. This incredible town balances an intense modern energy with bona fide historical roots as one of the oldest settlements in the Americas. Surrounded by walls that are 15 feet thick, the city isn't just a museum of artifacts, though you will be amazed at what's been preserved. It's a complex system of growing neighborhoods filled with unbelievable restaurants, galleries, nightlife, and shopping. And of course, you can't forget the beaches. The north of the city is lined with crystal blue water with great resorts along the shore. El Yunque National Forest. Experience some of Puerto Rico's lush inland beauty at El Yunque National Forest. Spread along the Ukilia Mountains, including Pico El Yunque National Forest is home to the only tropical rainforest in the national U.S. forest system. Walking trails wind through the forest, allowing hikers a closer look at some of the 240 species of trees and hundreds of species of plants, 50 species of orchids alone, as well as an abundance of smaller wildlife. El Yunque's peak reaches 3,500 feet above sea level, and the forest covers 43 square miles, including 3/4 of the island's remaining virgin forest. The climate here is considerably cooler than along the coast and at lower elevations, and it is noticeably wetter. Kumai Caves. This incredible 268-acre park is the site of the great subterranean caverns carved out by the Kumai River over 1 million years ago. The park is one of the largest underground formations in the Western Hemisphere, and only 7 miles or 11 kilometers of this series of limestone caves have been fully explored. The impeccably maintained trails gently descend 200 feet through a fern-filled ravine to the yawning cathedral-like caverns. The park is one of the world's largest cave networks. 16 entrances have been found and 11 kilometers, 7 miles of passages explored so far. Tours available, visitors are guided through 1 cave and 2 sinkholes. There are fine examples of stalactites, stalagmites, and of course, plenty of bats. The park is equipped with picnic areas, walking trails, food facilities, an exhibition hall, and a souvenir shop, making it the perfect place to spend the day. Pinonas. Just minutes from San Juan and the Luis Munoz Marine International Airport, or SJU, you can find the Afro-Caribbean coastal neighborhood of Pinonas. Full of delicious authentic street food made in the traditional fogon, the many little chinchurros, or small dining stands, offer fritters made from plantain, fresh fish, oysters, and a lot of sazon. You can also buy cold coconut water, drink it from the coconut itself, or try the crab meat alcapurrias and bacalitos, or codfish fritters. The weekend is particularly busy if you want to find a bustling local scene. If you want to relax before you eat, be sure to bring your swimsuit and dive in at the nearby beach. Playa Flamenco. The pristine white sand shores and sparkling crystalline waters of Playa Flamenco are regarded as the best on Culebra, a small island around 27 kilometers or 17 miles off the east coast of Puerto Rico. Indeed, Playa Flamenco is often noted as one of the best beaches in the world. The beach's name comes from the flamingos that rest in a nearby lagoon in the winter. Visit during the week when the beach is at its least crowded. Sanctour San Juan's Hipster Mecca. The center of San Juan's incredible music and art scene, Sanctours, is a hipster paradise. The neighborhood abounds with murals, bars, and cafes, so if you want to hang with the cool kids, this is the place to do it. You'll find a lot of dining options here, so benefit from local advice. Locals will let you know that some of the best spots to visit include Chesby, a former food truck that planted roots and has some delicious options, Berlingeri, a vegetarian restaurant with quality food, and Pinky's Calle Loiza, a solid brunch option that's also budget-friendly. Culebra and Viquez. Just 7 miles from the mainland, the two spectacular gems of Puerto Rico's Caribbean are Vieques and Culebra. After 50 years of military occupation now over, you'll be surprised by the completely laid-back atmosphere and the towns populated by expats, locals, and sailors on leave. There's a ton of delights waiting to be discovered on the islands, endangered turtles, and herds of beautiful wild horses. Most people go for the incredible beaches. Several are deserted, which allows you to stretch out and sink in, and many say that Vieques and Culebra have the best beaches in all of the Caribbean. Surfing and whale watching at Rincon. Often called Pueblo del Surfing or Surfing Town and Little Malibu, Rincon is known to Puerto Rico as a gringo paradise. The dominant language in the area is English, with many foreign surfers and other expats making this town their home. Rincon became a surfing mecca after the World Surfing Championship in 1968, when images of Rincon and the frequent 15-foot high waves were transmitted worldwide. Surfing not your thing, beautiful beaches that are suitable for swimming are mostly to the south of town. Rincon is also one of Puerto Rico's main areas for whale watching excursions. Observatorial de Arracebo. This is an astronomical observatory located 16 kilometers south of Arracebo. This is one of the world's most powerful radar radio telescopes and the largest single-unit radio telescope in the world. The main collecting dish is 1,000 feet in diameter and was constructed inside the depression left by a karst sinkhole, is the largest curved focusing dish on Earth, and covers an area of 18 acres. The antenna can be moved in any direction, making it possible to track a celestial object in different regions of the sky. There have been many discoveries made at the Arracebo Observatory over the years. Guavate. If you want to experience what locals do to have fun during the weekends, eat authentic, tasty food, and enjoy inspiring panoramic views, then Guavate is a must. Guavate, part of the town of Calle in the center of the island, is well known for its lechoneras, outdoor eateries specializing in slow-roasted pork. Located high in the mountains, you'll find amazingly tender pork, live music, a friendly atmosphere, and cooler temperatures. Mosquito Bioluminescent Bay. This incredible rare sight is not to be missed on a trip to Puerto Rico. The glowing waters of the island's 3 bioluminescent bays are the result of many factors, including the water's shallow depth, high temperature, low circulation, and high nutrients. These qualities combine to make an excellent habitat for dinoflagellates, the plankton that creates the stunning star-studded sight of the glowing lagoons. Swim, kayak, or watch the glow from the shores. Mosquito Bay is regarded as the brightest bioluminescent bay in the world, though its magic is hard to capture on camera. Cueva del Indio, a cave full of pre-Columbian carvings. If you're looking to get off the beaten path, locals say to visit Cueva del Indio. They tell us that the walls of the seaside cave are covered in petrographs made by Puerto Rico's native Taino people prior to the arrival of Columbus. The cave is a little hard to get to, but it's worth the extra effort. Plus, Cueva del Indio is located right near the town of Arracebo, so you can easily hit this and the Observatorial de Arracebo on just a single day trip. Ponce. When you walk through the town and see the lovely fountains in the square, or stroll down the narrow lanes of the historic center, you'll get a sense of the wonderful history of the place. You'll find all the urban problems of a modern city, like traffic congestion and crowding, but you'll also find over a dozen museums, wonderful colonial architecture, and a fabulous boardwalk filled with amazing restaurants.